Late Show Band. There you go. Lift the D. Come on. Yes, sir. It's a spy thriller. That song's a spy thriller. You know, like, pow. There you go. Hey, everybody. Just a few minutes. Yeah. We have just one of our favorite guests to have on the show from MSNBC. Chris Hayes will be out here. We're going to get all in.
All in.
And then from the Broadway musical Sunset Boulevard, the star Nicole Scherzinger is here. Want to rip the lid off of this dome. Folks, if you watch the show, you know I spend most of my time right over there in the news smithy, stacking layers of the finest, most topical story steel, which I heat to 2,350 degrees Fahrenheit, adding nickel and vanadium to create the Damascus pattern, then adding a snakewood handle with a polished brass bolster to make the spectacular 200-millimeter Bodkramer Firestorm chef's knife that is my monologue. But sometimes, folks, after my cellmate Spider catches me cheating him out of his smokes at Double Deck Pinochle, I steal a discarded chicken bone from Sheffy, which I sharpen in the yard and wrap in my remaining shoelace to make the brittle D-block shank of news that is my segment.
Meanwhile.
We're back! Meanwhile, news from Florida, America's houseboat. Reportedly, a man who ate only cheese, beef, and sticks of butter for 8 months suffered a shocking side effect. Was it being happy? Apparently, he ate so much butter, cheese, and beef that cholesterol oozed from his body. Doctors released him from the hospital with a medical alert bracelet that said, "I can't believe I'm not butter." Take a sip on that one there. Slow down. Slow. Meanwhile, in Alabama, a woman gave birth to a baby in a Krispy Kreme parking lot. The delivery was a complete success, and both mother and baby have been glazed. Officials say the baby's birth certificate will be the first to name Krispy Kreme as place of birth, though it is often listed as cause of death. Meanwhile, did I just break the news that donuts will kill you? Meanwhile, it's just been revealed that U.S. law enforcement scored a big win over the holidays when a drug kingpin was arrested in the U.K. after his wife posted lavish vacation photos online, giving away his location on her now-deleted Instagram. Not the first time this has happened. Pablo Escobar was found because of his wife's Yelp review. Mrs. Pablo Escobar says the best empanadas ever at 6.2476 degrees north, 75.5658 degrees west. Meanwhile, Spirit Airlines has announced a new dress code for passengers banning revealing clothing or offensive tattoos. But don't worry, you can still slaughter a goat in the bathroom. While other airline policies are often vague and confusing, Spirit now lays out clear do's and don'ts. Spirit says you can be denied entry or removed from a flight for having breasts, buttocks, or other private parts exposed. Now, in the passenger's defense, once they whip him out, not so private. Meanwhile, whip him out. It doesn't help that the stewardess are throwing beads. Meanwhile, thanks to an upcoming partnership between DraftKings and Delta Airlines, in-flight sports betting could soon be a thing. Yet more convenience for the gambler on the go from DraftKings. DraftKings, why wait till you're home to lose your house? Beads. Meanwhile, in some small culinary news, scientists just created a pasta so tiny you can't see it with the naked eye that is 200 times thinner than the width of a human hair. But what's annoying is that it just won't admit it's on Ozempic. How did it get 200 times thinner? Oh, just drinking a lot of water and discipline. The scientists are calling their creation Nanopasta, just like your nano used to make. Meanwhile, Nano. Meanwhile, the FDA has approved a ketamine-derived nasal spray to treat depression. It is destined to be the most popular party drug pharma mashup since Vicks Vapometh. We'll be right back with Chris Hayes.